Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm here with your Raw preview. So the question is, the big question on everyone's mind for this show is just how bad it could possibly be. Now, last week we had a pretty terrible show with an okay ending. 2.35 last week. Before that, it was a 2 point. It was a 2.2. So the difference between those 2 weeks was last week they got a 2.35, but that was after the fallout of a pay-per-view. Tonight we don't got anything, ain't got jack shit. So I'm predicting, I'm predicting in my heart of hearts that we're gonna get a low fucking rating. I think we're finally gonna get that 2.1. I've been waiting for it. I've been praying to the wrestling gods. May WWE get the 2.1 they so richly deserve. And they do deserve it. Low quality programming, no characters, no character development, bland matches, bland feuds, bland storylines. You can't even call them storylines. They're barely even stories. Lazy, lackluster. All these words apply to WWE at the moment. They're not even fucking trying. They give us a bunch of new guys. They're getting no reaction. Wrestling fans on Twitter are getting fucking hard-ons for Sami Zayn. And I said Sami Zayn is a gifted athlete. But, if you want to turn this guy into a big star, it's not enough, motherfuckers. I'm sorry. That's not enough for Sami Zayn. All these other guys you got, they're barely over the Bullet Club. These guys are not going to take the ratings. I always loved it when people would put somebody's name saying equal ratings, and that person would never equal ratings, if you noticed. People always get it wrong. They don't know who's got it. They refer to people being over and good workers, and these guys are anything but. And if you want to come at me, I had some goofball come at me talking about Damien Sandow on Twitter. He says if this guy goes to TNA or any of the other, New Japan or Lucha Underground, I'm just going to badmouth him. What the fuck is this? They act like I'm a WWE fanboy. I am dissing WWE in all my fucking reviews. I am fucking putting them down. I am giving the shows bad reviews because they're bad shows. They're not doing good. How does that make me a WWE fanboy, you dumb motherfuckers? Come on. This doesn't make any fucking sense, you guys. You can't call me a WWE fanboy when I'm anything but. I mean, I put them down all the time. Did I not? Am I not wishing that they get a 2.1? Am I not praying to the wrestling gods for a fucking bad rating? Do I not say that they don't have any characters, no good feuds, no storylines to speak of, and they've got bad ratings? But TNA, for anybody to defend TNA, and this guy went on to defend TNA, you know who I'm talking about, the guy on Twitter. And then he comes at me, I'm not going to mention any names, comes at me on Twitter, then saying, oh, come on, Mike Bennett and EC3 had a good match. That's like saying Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn had a good match. Who gives a fuck? It ain't going to save the company. And plus, TNA barely exists. And then he said to me that, oh, TNA barely exists to me because I'm narrow-minded. TNA barely exists because nobody can even find what fucking channel it's on. TNA barely exists because they have horrible fucking ratings. They get like 0.4s. TNA barely exists because they're living out of a fucking warehouse where they sell the fucking t-shirts. That's where they're operating out of. TNA is pretty much up for sale. If anybody is going to give Dixie Carter a good offer, she's gonna fucking sell it to them. So, they're gonna do a bunch of shit tonight. They're teasing on social media about the return of the Wyatts. Please let them return already. I need somebody with some fucking personality on this fucking show already. Roman Reigns and AJ, they may get more intrigue. Gallows and Anderson, what's the relationship with him and AJ? With them and AJ. Not a whole lot planned. I'm sure we'll see Shane and Stephanie open the show, and then we won't see Shane for the rest of the show because that's exactly what they fucking do every single fucking time. I'm sure we'll get more of this and this and this. Ah! I mean, when I'm expecting shit right from the start, and that's exactly what I'm gonna get. That's pretty fucking sad. How low can you go? How low can you go? Pretty fucking low, motherfuckers. I'm expecting a low ass rating. All right.